Here's a fantastic investment strategy employed by a ton of agents, including Linda Dumas up in Northern California at Prudential Realty. See, the next time you hear, it's a boy, it's a girl, think it's a sale. With a properly purchased rental property, parents can fund an investment college fund through buying a house and having somebody else make the payments. If they put it on a 15-year mortgage and somebody else rents the property and makes the mortgage payments and they buy the property when the baby's born, by the time they're 18, not only do they have an asset that's going to be 100% paid off, ready for sale to fund college, they've had 3 years where there's no mortgage and they're getting incredible rates of return.
Welcome to another edition of Wednesdays at 3. I'm Danielle Boughton with the Realtors Association of the Palm Beaches, and today we're going to talk about the Realtors Property Resource, or RPR, was created by NAR during their Second Century Initiative with the goal of having one online library available for NAR members with property information on listings all over the United States. Currently, they have partnered with 274 MLSs and represent over 500,000 Realtor members. And I'm here today with David Searle of RE/MAX Services, and he has used the product a bit, and we're going to talk about how he likes it and how he thinks that it would be useful for all of our members. So David, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Danielle.
Welcome. And so what's your opinion on RPR?
It took me a little while to use it. When I started to utilize it in some of my search criteria and putting in addresses, I realized how great it was. A lot of people use Zillow and Trulia and those type of things, but those are company-wide for Zillow and Trulia. For RPR, it's a realtor's property resource. And it gives graphs and trends and quick CMAs and especially if you're not familiar with the area or subdivision that you're looking into for a listing appointment, type in the address. Real easy to work with. It comes up with a little value. You use tabs and it's really an easy source. I think that it's kind of to combat the Zillow and the Zestimates that everyone talks about. So this gives you a much better, I think, more accurate, because it's actually in the regional MLSs. It's not just pulled from the property tax appraisers and countywide or those type of things. So so far I'm very impressed with it.
Great. And so how did you just get in there and start using it? Did you utilize any of the training that they offer?
I did. I went on RPR, and once I went on RPR, I took the little webinar or tutorial, and I learned a little bit about it, the map functionality, the searching in the map, and what tabs to click on for my CMAs and those type of things. But it was really easy to work with.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, they offer a lot of interactive. Their training is now interactive. They have some videos that you can watch, but they also have every week interactive training webinars that you can log on, and they have an assortment of different webinars, right?
Absolutely, and being a broker, I also took the broker tool video that I looked at, and that's pretty exciting coming up as well.
Great. And are you training your agents on how to use it?
Actually, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I am going to train my agents on the RPR, because I do believe in it. I think it's a great way to get listing appointments. You can print out these trends and market activities in the area, how many distressed properties, how many foreclosure properties, and it's a click of the button, and it's really easy. So I was again impressed with it.
That's great. Yeah. So the data that's in RPR is pulled from all of the MLSs that have agreed to participate. And have you noticed many properties that aren't full. I know that if the MLS has not participated, I think that those properties look a little bit different. Have you noticed that there's a lot of properties, or is everything looking good in there?
There were a few.
Yeah.
You know, pulling from different MLSs is always a hot topic, so to speak.
Right.
But it didn't affect, to me, it didn't affect the way I was utilizing the website. So I think the graphs, you know, I'm a numbers guy, I'm a stats guy. Most, you know, when you're going on listing appointments, they want to see the trend, and they give really nice looking graphs. You could print out flyers, property activity reports, how many times it's been changed, the price has been changed or modified, new listing, you know, active listing, price change, and those type of things. And I think by pulling it in through the MLSs or the participating MLSs, it's a much more accurate way to give you a good activity report for your seller and or buyer.
That's great. And what tools are you finding most useful as a broker?
As a broker, I guess they're doing beta testing with the broker tool set, and it's right now, you know, in the very beginning stages. I looked at some of the branding, and it looks like, you know, you're going to be able to brand the reports so that when you do give it to customers or do give it to sellers and or buyers, that they're going to have, you know, RE/MAX services or you know, Coal Bank or whatever. And I think you mentioned something about the affiliated businesses. You know, most of the companies do have title companies, mortgage companies, insurance companies, inspection companies, all these different types of companies, and you'll be able to add those as well.
That's great. And then there is, I understand, some chart services and data tools that are also coming with the broker tool set as well. So there'll be some additional graphs and charts and tool sets, which you'll love since you're the numbers guy. So that's great.
Yeah, I really am impressed with the graphs. There are 3 types of ways that you're tabbing in on your property, and really, you know, my recommendation to people is, first of all, to get on to RPR, get your sign in, get your username and password, and then once you do that, look up your address, your home address, and start playing with it. You know, trying to do a listing report or property activity report. The great thing is when these values come up, there's little tabs that you just drag to the left or drag to the right for adjustments. And
real simple user base.
Real simple, and the values, you know, will drop or increase depending on superior or inferior, you know, attributes of the subject property or comparable property.
That's a good idea. Just get in and try to test it out.
Absolutely, and they have maps, you know, just like Zillow. But I think it's a little bit more accurate. It's not pulling from the Palm Beach County property tax appraiser. It's not pulling from Broward County. It's pulling from the actual MLSs, and I like to think that realtors are a little bit more accurate than tax appraisers.
Right, and we hope, right? And there's also school board information in there, and so what NAR wanted to do was not only give you the listing information there, but all the other information that you would need too. So instead of going to multiple websites, the tax appraiser's website, the school board, and, you know, to demographics, to find all this information, they put everything together right there, so you can pull these reports that have everything organized in a nice, easy to read manner, right?
Yeah, absolutely, with the walk scores and those kind of things too.
That's great.
It's really a huge informational resource.
It's a good time-saving option, because, you know, when you're following up with people and you're sending monthly emails or however, you know, you want to put market statistics and information that they're going to need. So this is a really good tool to get that information, it sounds like.
Sure. I mean, how many times has a seller or buyer asked you, you know, oh, well, how's the market going? You know, well, ask the person for their email address and send them this market activity report. It's a great way to increase your prospects and leads, just, you know, online at Starbucks or in line at Publix or you know, certain areas. I mean, it's a great market activity, real snapshot, and very easy to use.
That's good. And I actually created a little video a couple months ago using, there's a website called Woofoo, WUFOO. And it's a really simple way to put a little form on your website or your blog that says, you know, They just fill in their name and their email address if they want to request a market report. So there's a nice little thing there that you could use, and then when people put in their information, you'll collect that, and then you can send them these nice RPR reports if you don't already have something like that on your website. So you can check out rapb.tv, which is our video channel, and take a look at that as well. So what about for the agents? So what tools do you think, I guess the reporting functions are a great tool?
Yeah, I mean, the reporting is great. They're actually great, just to get a value. Sometimes, we go in different areas now that maybe, we haven't been in for a while, and we're not sure on the market activity of that particular subdivision or area. This is a way to plug the address in, see what the comparables are, see what the property is worth, and then kind of adjust it depending on condition, location, those kind of things. So it gives you an idea, and it's a much more accurate way of...
It pulls distressed properties too.
Sure, it pulls distressed properties. It does not discount them. And you can have a market activity of what the distressed properties are compared to the active properties. So great graphs, great trends.
Great. So it sounds like you would recommend for our realtors to try it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think right now not a whole lot of agents know about it. Just in talking in the community, and I think that there are so many technology platforms that we're told to get into, but this one is actually designed by realtors for realtors, and so the National Association of Realtors, when they brought up Realtor.com, think about how huge Realtor.com is, and hopefully RPR is that resource for real estate agents.
Right, that's wonderful. And RPR is only for realtors. It's not a public-facing site. It is only for members that have a National Association of Realtors ID. So this information is made available exclusively for you. So definitely take advantage of it. When your dues come up and you say, what do I get for my dues money? I'm always just giving money. They're always pulling out of my pocket. NAR RPR is an excellent resource for you, and this is your dues dollars working for you. So definitely take advantage of it. To access RPR, you're going to want to go to rpr.com. That's the name of the website. You're going to need your NRDS number to register. And once it's very simple to log in. Once you get in, there's actually some training information before you log in on that NAR RPR page. If you click on the blog link on the bottom, that'll take you to RPR's blog, where they talk about all the new releases, the broker tool set. There's going to be a commercial, an RPR commercial coming down the pike as well. So that's where you're going to find out about all of that great stuff. And then there's also an opportunity to sign up for training there. And there's support forum. There's a lot of really great resources that are available for you to learn. We're also going to start scheduling some trainings at RAPB, so keep an eye out for that as well. So thank you very much for coming, David.
Thank you, Danielle.
Pleasure having you as always. And if you have any questions about RPR, you can give me a call at the office, 561-585-4544, and I'll be happy to assist you as I can. I'm actually going to be speaking about RPR this Thursday at the Explode conference in Orlando, and I have some free tickets that I'm giving away tomorrow. So keep a lookout on our Facebook page, because I'm going to be giving away free tickets to that tomorrow too. Explode conference is a really cool technology conference in Orlando. It's just a one-day event, and I got asked to come speak, so I'm very excited. So come see me and tune in next week for another edition of Wednesdays at 3. Thank you.